My main message is that Europe is very important to cover because there is so much power, and that if we want to do it properly as journalists, we have to think across borders and we have to work across borders. And because there are so many different administrations, sources, languages and so on, a good thing is, a good method to do it is to cooperate in networks of journalists.
And what seems to be secret in one country is actually open, if you look for it, in another.
This is one example. We had some documents that were transparent in Denmark, they were held by all national authorities, and they were open in Denmark and some other countries, and not open in some other countries. So we can share them. In this case, it was in favor of all the consumers.
You've also done a lot of work about farm subsidies.
Yes, this is a good old journalist interest. Where is the money? And there's a lot of money on the EU budget for farming. And so we looked who gets the money, because when our readers or viewers know who gets the money, then they have a better starting point to participate in the political debate. We as journalists need to change our way of thinking. We are used to thinking at home in each our country, to each our target group, while the decisions are made in Brussels, for example, or companies work cross borders, or organized crime works across borders, crime in general, not only organized. So we as journalists have to think across borders as well, naturally. So because of the different languages and traditions, we're not competitors. So it's really, we can only win. If I do a research on take a certain subject that you're interested in, there will be colleagues, not only in the Netherlands, but also in other countries, who work on the same subject. So if you pool your knowledge and the sources that you have and the information that you get, then you have a big, nice lump of research, and your readers or viewers will enjoy it, and the other colleagues as well. So you can only add together. But it needs a little extra effort to meet these people and then get started. But as soon as you get started, you have a little network of friends. And what I experienced as such a pleasure was that I have met so many good, committed, fun, interesting, kind colleagues all over Europe. I'm in my mid-40s. I have a background as a print journalist. I used to write for a daily newspaper, so that has, of course, affected my way of thinking and working. And when I meet people who are just maybe 10 years younger than I and work with social media and work with, they research publicly on the internet. Each little step of a research is published on the internet because they do crowdsourcing. I find that fascinating, and I like to be inspired.
Brigitte runs Journalism.eu, which is the website to go to if you're looking for some extra funds to complete a cross-border investigation. And don't worry that if you win a grant, that those giving the funds will want to interfere.
We guarantee editorial independence. We have an anonymous jury, so that neither donors nor applicants can influence them. And we chose that model, which is from the Belgian Fonds Pascal de Croo's, in order to maintain independence, editorial independence, and create credibility. And I think it works well with the Fonds Pascal de Croo's. And you always have, when you channel money to journalism and you want independent journalism, then you have to build one sort of buffer between the donors and the recipients to make sure that the credibility is maintained.